To me, YouTube is about more than just entertainment and trying to figure out how to do something, like change oil on your car. It's even about more than just uploading videos and doing reviews. It's even more than getting that next video out there or making commercials or ads. It's about more than being entertained and even learning about new things that you've never seen before. The reason that I love YouTube so much is because it's about telling a story. It's about making friends and spending time with family. It's a little bit about encouraging people to not give up, press on, keep fighting. To me, YouTube is a part of life now, and these are the reasons why I love it. My name is Bob Gooch. One of the reasons why I wanted to start this new YouTube channel is because I've been watching other people's YouTube channels and I've been like, man, this is so cool. They're telling this story while they're teaching us something, and it's entertaining. It's like the best of each world. And somewhere along the lines, it's inspired me and encouraged me to start my own YouTube channel. So I created one video already. I couldn't even find it. After I uploaded it to YouTube, it's a one-wheel pint review, unboxing and riding. I searched for it and searched for it and searched for it. I couldn't even find it. So I had to go on to that channel, copy the link, share it on Facebook, and then I could go on there and watch it from there. But yeah, it was kind of tough to do it. What that tells me is there's a lot of competition right now, if that's the way that we want to look at it. One of the ways that I like to look at it is, yes, I do want to have a big channel. Yes, I do want people to watch this. But part of the reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel is truthfully because the experience. I have another YouTube channel called Aquatic Bobs. And I'm just over 1,000 subscribers now, and it's been the most amazing journey for me. Some of the people that I've met, I even talked to people on my cell phone that I've never met in my life, that I've been praying for my family, have been saying encouraging things. I've been through a lot lately with my dad having cancer, my wife and I having a miscarriage. There's just been a lot going on in life that's been difficult. It's been a struggle. So I really just want to come on here. I just want to share something cool with you guys where we can grow together. We can develop friendships. Maybe we can even become family in some ways. But I want to encourage you guys mostly to the heart that don't think that just because everyone else out there is doing something or doing really well at it doesn't mean there isn't any room for you. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, a year ago when I started my Aquatic Bobs YouTube channel, I watched all these other channels about saltwater reef tanks and freshwater aquariums, and I thought I'll never be able to do that. So all I did was make a couple chintzy little videos, I think one how-to video, one just rambling video, a few just nonsense videos. And of course, a few weeks later, I only had like 3 or 4 subscribers. I think the video that had the most watches was 20 views, and that was because I shared it on Facebook. And it was like, I just got so discouraged. I let myself get beat up over it. And the truth is if we're gonna start something, we can't just put our feelers out a little bit and say, well, this isn't going to work. Because if you do that, you'll never succeed at anything. We need to start something with an attitude of commitment. We need to start these channels. We need to start our job. We need to start school. We need to start our friendships with an attitude of commitment because we want to commit. We want to offer something. And usually in the offering of ourself, we receive a lot in return. I remember back when I first started my YouTube channel, Aquatic Bobs, and a lot of people around me thought I was just wasting time. I was just spending my time foolishly, making these videos, trying to figure out how to edit them. to tell you the truth, I didn't even really know how to edit at all. I had no idea. My wife was doing most of my editing for me, and even at that level, it was just the little thing where you just slide the little bar to cut it, and eventually we figured out how to put music on, and then we figured out how to do sound effects, then we figured out how to add little images in your videos, and eventually it got to the point where I was like, I need to just learn how to edit the video. So I took that step, I plunged all the way in. I got a subscription for Adobe Premiere Pro, and you guys know that's not a cheap thing to do. Well, not everybody knows that, but it's not a cheap thing to do. It's like $55 a month. But I signed up as a student and teacher, and I was able to get the discount, so it's $15 a month that I'm paying. But I took that step, I took that next level of commitment, and I started figuring out how to edit videos. So as I had Adobe Premiere Pro open on the computer, in my other hand, I also had my cell phone open to YouTube, watching how-to videos. And I found a few really good ones that helped me really make sense of it right off the bat. Now I've been editing videos for maybe 2 to 3 months, and I've already come a long way. I have a long way to go, but it's so cool. I love it. I'm passionate about it, and I don't want to quit. I don't want to stop. I love this. I enjoy this, you guys. I really believe that I have something to offer you and to the rest of the world that's beneficial and helpful. I really believe wholeheartedly that you have something to offer to me. You have something to offer to the rest of the world that's beneficial and that's helpful. The hindrance is fear. We let fear come into our life and distract us and distort our messages and twist us up on the inside. I'm too afraid. What are people going to think of me? What if I can't come up with good content? What if I can't figure out how to edit? What if nobody likes my videos? And we start to play this game with ourselves where we think that we can't, but really the truth is we can. We really can. We just have to do it. Most of us never will even get to that place of just saying, I'm gonna just do it. I don't care if I fall. I don't care if I make mistakes. I'm gonna do it. I encourage you, start doing it today. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you love, that you're excited about, start doing it today. So I still call myself a new YouTuber. I'm one of the people who has a little bit of understanding. I've been around for a little while and I'm starting to get it, but I'm still very new. A few weeks ago, I bought a new camera. It's actually the camera that I'm recording on right now. It's a Sony a7R II, and I've got the 24 to 70 millimeter Zeiss adjustable lens, and it's an f4, so the lighting could be a little bit better, but overall it's a great standard lens to be able to use for a first-time video maker. So far I've loved this setup. There's a few different options that took me forever to figure out, but you guys, this is another one of those things where you have to kind of just start using it in order to figure it out. If I wouldn't have started to record with this camera, even though the first 50 videos that I took with it were horrible because I didn't know that your FPS and your shutter speed needed to be like double the rate of your FPS, and I didn't know how to adjust the light without adding too much ISO and adding too much noise in the video or the picture. It's like these are things that I just had to learn as I went along the way. Now here I am a few months later. I've got it figured out enough to be able to make a decent video. Now, I learned another valuable lesson in my last video making the one-wheel review, is I made the first video in my sequence like a really high FPS setting, so it lowered the quality of the video to 720p. Normally we try to do our videos in 4K, Ultra HD, or Full HD, and shoot at 24, maybe 30 FPS, maybe 60 if you want to do a little bit of slow motion. I had 120 FPS because I wanted to do some real slow motion shots, and making that the first video of my sequence set the whole timeline to those settings. Well, I didn't know when I exported it and finished all that work, a few hours of work, that it was going to upload the whole video being the highest quality of 720p. So I upload it to YouTube and it's like, ooh, that's a rough lesson right there. But now I know, now I learned. So the last thing I want to share with you guys in this video is something that I think is beneficial to everyone starting out. Making mistakes is good. Get it in your head. Making mistakes is good. I've talked a little bit about it. Failing is good. Critique from others around you is good. If you want to get better, if you want to improve, you need to learn to embrace making mistakes. You need to learn to embrace failing. You need to learn to embrace what others say about you, what others say about your video quality. I remember one of the very first videos that I made while I was walking through a big aquarium store, and the phone was all shaky and everything as I was going from tank to tank, and I had the phone looking at the ground in between some of the shots, and I didn't cut a bunch of stuff out, and it was like, man, it was a rough looking video, and I knew that, but someone came on and said, this is the worst camera work I've ever seen. Now, a lot of other people were like, man, this is super cool, thanks for making the video, this and that, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, that's encouraging and everything, but the one guy who was willing to say, this video quality sucks, it did something to me. That night, I had a hard time falling asleep, and I was like, even though I knew it was true, it hurt a little bit. It hurt a lot. So I had a hard time falling asleep, and I'm just laying in bed thinking, I've got to improve my camera quality. I've got to find a way to do a better job, to make it better so that people will enjoy watching it. So over the last couple months, I've really been trying to improve camera quality. I've really been trying harder. And now here we are today, and it has improved. I still have a long ways to go. But guys, that's why we never quit. That's why we step into the game with a can-do attitude. I can do it. I want to do it. I'm not gonna quit. Everyone who's telling me I can't, you're wrong. I can. I can do it. We have an opportunity here, guys, in 2021 to start a YouTube channel, to start a new job, to start building a project, to start construction, to start a new relationship with that can-do attitude. We have an opportunity to change the world on YouTube, one video at a time.